great state of Illinois. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Wizards of Chicago. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Rich. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So here are the Cardinals now with a long field ahead. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Oh, and this is going to wind up as safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that #1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it, but nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in, and we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play, but nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Rich got his man complete over the middle. That's Patton. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points, but on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away and kicked it away,
defense helped.
Defense helped for you. So there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try not to put their defense in a bad spot again.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. He'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
To throw on 2nd down, Rich.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Rich.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First catch in this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On first down, Rich. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Operating from the gun, Rich. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Lacy. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Here now a third down and
8. They'll set up a throw. This is going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over first and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Rich firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
2 yards to go, second down.
At the 45-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 44. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Throwing on first down. Rich. Over the middle, complete. It's Patton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now a timeout called for by the defense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Looking to throw on second down. Rich, a quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. After one, it's 9-0. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They can use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Rich. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. A 40-yard punt, no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Lucas. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef
that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Rich. That is caught. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. 50 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Point after here coming up. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. This fielded right at the goal line, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
There he goes, left side. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 29-yard line. 31 yards there, a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On 1st and 10, Rich. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rich. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Wizards continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Wizards 23.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop.
And one thing we haven't pointed out yet, probably should, you got a dome team on the road, January, cold weather. How tough is that, or is that something that really shouldn't come into play?
Well, it shouldn't come into play, but let's face it, you've been a dome team all year and used to controlled environment. You need to get yourself outside a little bit for practice during the week, and that's what most of these teams do, because just because they play in a dome doesn't mean they don't have bad weather outside to work in. So they can do that, get their guys acclimated, and then that way, it takes it all away when you get to game day in a foreign place.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Cardinals
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. This now a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
On the return is Lamb.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 1st down, Rich. And a quick throw here that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Wizards continue to pull away here in this first half. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Lamb to return it. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rich. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Rich. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Niners knew a victory was necessary to have any shot, and they got it, as they'll finish the regular season at 10-7.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On first down, it's Lucas, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them on the field?
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rich firing quickly here, and that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Lucas. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Wizards are an extra point away from going up by 40. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down, Arizona.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
Now back to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Rich. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lucas. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Rich. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun. Rich. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On 1st and 10, Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Curry. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. Rich. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Wizards are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Cardinals.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Right back to him on first down. That's some good hard running there as he push his way forward for about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. On third down, Curry. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt. A first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So out now come the Cardinals. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Cardinal first down.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And
this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series to be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th. Charles, it's really...
On 2nd down, it's Curry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete.
But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 6. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Cardinals.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And this will pin them back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
Out of the gun now on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on first down. Curry, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Lucas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.